Welcome, Young, to SOT, the School of Technology podcast. Thanks for your time today. All right, can you hear me, Young?
Sorry, yes. I mean,
Yeah,
yes.
excellent. That's good. Look, I'd like to welcome you. I know you're pretty busy.
Thank
You're
you.
in Sydney at the moment, attending one of the conferences.
Yeah,
Thanks for making yourself available to speak to us and the SOT tribe.
no worries.
Excellent. That's good. So, give us a bit of background about yourself. Like, what do you do? What is CryptoSA, and where you
hmm
based?
Okay, we're based in Adelaide, and we just formed the company earlier this year because we feel that it is the next step of our ambitions. So initially, we started by investing in Bitcoins and Ethereums, but gradually we're turning into investing in ICOs and then do secondary market tradings.
Yep.
And earlier this year, we find that we advance ourselves into more of a pro regulation sort of a movement to become the sponsor of the exchange, maybe
Yep.
also known as like a super node. So basically what we do is we do the due diligence on the exchange behalf to
Yep.
vet the project for them. And second is we also start our own market making business. Basically, we will provide the liquidity and
Yep.
then the depths, trading depths for all the
So
new token issuers.
you probably have seen then because you work with a lot of you do all the due diligence on behalf of the exchange. You probably have
Mm-hmm.
seen lot of so-called dodgy tokens or
Oh
coins
yeah,
out
yeah,
there, right?
yeah,
Can you give
90%.
some of the
Yeah.
examples? Can you give some of the examples
Oh,
here?
Confetti was one of them.
Don't
Basically,
sorry, don't name the
oh,
company.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Don't
Oh
name
my
the
God.
company.
Okay.
Just like what are the things you have seen?
Yeah, the first like warning sign is they have no experience. So
Yeah,
for example, if they in sort of like an insurance blockchain for insurance, right? They need to have the insurance experience background. They also have to have the blockchain experience background. Sometimes they just have heavily on one arm but not the other, and then you sort of question, say, how do you integrate them together? And then that lead to the second issue is they probably gonna not be any of the usability of the token. So for example, if I meet just one project in one of the conference, they say, all right, we have a working product, which is
yeah.
awesome. And then they say, we're gonna integrate this token as a payment for people using this product. And then say, why they can't just use the fiat to pay for it? Oh, it's blockchain, we can do this and that. So instantly, there's no usability of this technology. So adding the blockchain into this business, well, just making it almost unusable for the users because,
I
uh,
yeah.
yeah,
I found the same thing. Like this is what's happening with me as well. What I've
mm,
seen a lot of people doing now, because the blockchain is a buzzword,
yeah,
everybody trying to integrate that into their business. And
mm,
this is what's happening pretty much every other business I've seen out there, that people just trying to use this word saying, our business is a blockchain word. We're going to issue the cryptocurrency. But look, that's the way people are working at the moment. Do you believe that, the way the market is going at the moment in next few years, you think we will be able to see this digital currency model widely accepted in the community?
I think we will because we already have the dot-com buzz and then also the Internet of Things and also the
Yeah,
internet itself. Basically, they have all these applications built on the internet. In the past, we cannot imagine, say for example, you tap your phone and then you make the payment, or you're browsing stuff on the mobile. I
yeah,
think about 5 years ago, people are more like using the laptop, and probably 10 years ago, desktop computers. So that's all basically the handheld device that people can rapidly access the internet and then use that internet to make a better living or make their life more convenient.
yeah.
So
What do
I
you
would say,
believe?
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
So I would say blockchain probably going to be the next big thing that will even further to solve the issue like the trust and then mainly the trust issues among people because of the smart contract immutable of the blockchain itself.
Yeah, what do you reckon in next few years? where the biggest impact's going to be? Which industry is going to be completely transformed due to this technology?
I think blockchain naturally is going to be used on, for example, on privacy. That's one of the big things that you can, the cryptos is encrypted. So anonymous payment, that's one of the big things. And there's a huge demand for that at the current stage also. And also smart contract. And that's another thing that, for example, insurance or real estate or the record trackings, ML, KYC. So all these require, for example, checking the background or having certain information recorded on the blockchain, which they can access, re-access, and to make sure that authenticities of the information is correct. So that would be the big thing. And also gambling is another big thing on the blockchain as well, because how they can settle their payment, and also they have to solve their identity issues. And also it's also important to monitoring where the money goes with all the anti-money launderings, and they have to track where the deposits goes, and if that entity is anywhere associated with, for example, terrorism, financial crime organizations.
So it's gonna pretty much transform every other industry out there, right? It's just not like a add-on on anything. It's gonna be completely change the way we've been working, right?
Yes. So far we cannot imagine what's gonna happen down the track. Like we cannot imagine that we're gonna live in the world now, say 15 years ago. Yeah. So we can only dream, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I truly believe that. I think we're gonna see completely different world in next 5 years, because I've never seen something like this coming. I think the first time when we got the internet got introduced, and that was the time when people just started to get into the internet. I reckon this is pretty much the same era where people are getting introduced to completely new way of doing things. And so you probably have seen a lot of great startups, right? You probably have seen by investing it, by researching it. Tell me some of the blockchain startup you have seen and you think that's a great idea.
Blockchain startups. I'm gonna divide the question into two. So actually, I just met the owner, the founder of the blockchain center, Sam from Melbourne.
Sam Lee, yes.
Yeah, Sam Lee, yes. And I think his model is very clever. So we did a brief chat at the conference. What happened is he has two entities. One is for investment, and one is for education. And for the education, is more for non-for-profit. Right? He provides this little handbook to say how to make a 6-year-old understand blockchain technologies, and hand that to the school children or teachers on their roadshow. And then those people will bring this book home and show their parents and say, we learned all about the blockchain today. And then the parents might be interested. And then they will go down to the blockchain center, education center, basically, and to see or to learn about blockchain technology. And then they will be in contact with the co-worker share place that's sponsored by the blockchain center. There will be a bunch of the startups there working on their own blockchain project. And then they will be creating a really great synergy between the end user or the investors and the actual startups. And then they will make meetups and make them mingle. And then they will starting to fund all these startups. And then they will having their token listed on exchange and trading and make profit. And then they become like sort of a cycle. And then that's how they roll up. Yeah, that's very clever, I think.
It's a pretty cool idea. Look, I was there yesterday. We were speaking and pitching last night at Blockchain Center. Yeah, I truly believe it's one of the unique and one of the great concept what they created, because they created an ecosystem where people come for education. They also be part of the community. They can work from there. They provide that facility. But at the end of the day, when somebody wants to do the business, they're just going to go to them anyway because they're the first people. Great concept.
They create a very great community there. And yes. And,
completely agree.
Yes. And on the other side, for example, I don't know if you have the time, but I have two projects very interesting. One is what we call like a scam coin. So what is a scam project, but it announced itself as a scam project. So it has this series of proven of the weak hand. So meaning that they will have an initial investors. So whoever invests new money, and they will drive the value of the token up. If you sell the token, then you're automatically taking only very small percentage. So the whole thing will prevent you from selling the token. So even if you want to sell them, they sell you like a fixed price. They only sell you like a 10% higher than the previous person bought in. So meaning that they will always, if there's new people keep coming in, that will drive the price. But as long as you sell, that almost create a snowball effect. And then whoever hold the last, sell and make the profit, and whoever whoever sell the early, to make the profit, and then people are starting follow, and then they become going all downhill. So it's a very interesting concept.
Is it something you guys working on at the moment?
Tell you it's a scam, and then if you enter, and then you just need to hold. No. It's just a very interesting project I happen to see online. And then the other one I think very interesting is a project called Cash, and that's a project that had the ICO last year. So what it does is it provides the liquidity to the whole cryptocurrency world, which I'm going to touch down the track about the liquidity. So means that if you have Australian dollar and if you want to buy Bitcoin, and if you want to buy like 100 Bitcoins, so traditionally if you want to do this, you have to either go to a OTC counter, you buy offline, or you have to trade on the secondary market. But if you buy 100 Bitcoin instantly, that will drive the price like 50% more, meaning that you have less value for money. But what this cash does is it will link all the fiat pairs and cryptocurrency pairs in the world, and then provide the liquidity. For example, there's people selling Bitcoin for Ethereum, for selling Bitcoin for Singaporean dollars. They will do an internal matching engine to convert that, like fiat to fiat conversion, and then provide this liquidity to the person that wants to buy, for example, 100 Bitcoin in Australian dollar, meaning that lower the spread of the trading pairs between Australian dollar and the Bitcoin. So it's quite diverse, and then the platform going to be live in probably next couple months, and we will see.
Excellent. Look, I'm looking forward to these sort of new innovations which are coming through, and that's why I asked the question, that because it's so good that it's going to transform the way we've been doing things, right? Which is pretty cool. So
you see all sort of stuff online.
I know. Really crazy stuff coming through, which is some of them are just trying to make use of blockchain, but some of them are real good stuff, and I believe they're going to change the way we're doing things. Okay, so tell me what is you like about this industry? Like, you've been coming from different industries, right? You've been running different businesses in the past, and now working in this new industry. What do you like most about this?
To be honest, when we first started, we liked the concept of making a lot of money in a very short time. That's our first. That's our reason to first come in. So we first came in before what is called the 1st of September, meaning that when the Chinese government banned the cryptocurrency, and then the whole market taking a dive. And at the time, we were just moving Bitcoins from exchange to exchange to make the spread. And but more we sort of understand how the industry work, and we're starting to see this is almost like the revolution, And for the history in the past, all the revolution, people in middle of the revolution, they don't see the bigger picture.
True.
Probably, when people looking at the history, they say, from 1951 to 1972, this period is called what? But people in that period, they don't feel the revolution. They don't see it because it's so slow. But I think this is the one that we are really thrilled to be in this new revolution, which probably going to go down in the history. Probably 50 years later, we're going to have this, this period. Either it's a bubble or it's a hold the fifth industry revolution of the world, which I think that would be something great to be part of.
Look, I truly believe this is a new way of doing things, and it's a revolution in its own kind. Just because if this was just we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some of the tokens, and that bubble came up and everybody just wanted to buy and sell, that financial market or financial industry, I would have thought that's just a bubble, right? So that everybody sort of wants to make a quick buck. But behind that scene, the technology, the way we've been applying that technology now in different industries, not just only the financial world, I truly believe that it's a different kind of world out there now, coming out of the financial world. But look, you and I is going to be one who actually started and pioneering the, creating the path for other people, which is pretty cool. And we get to see what's going to happen in the next 4 or 5 years.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Excellent. That's good. Look, what I'm going to do is we're just going to quickly do a rapid fire round, right? And part of this is we're just going to go through some of the questions really quickly and give the answer without thinking and see what comes out of there, right?
Okay. All right.
So which token will you buy next?
The exchange is the one. Yeah.
Cool. And if you had $5 million, where would you go?
I'm probably going to stay in Adelaide.
All right.
I'm a boring person.
Excellent. That's good. Where would you rather be? Where would you rather go on holiday?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah, I love that place. Yeah.
Excellent. That's good. One thing which we all need to be aware of about the cryptocurrency market.
The liquidity and the trading depth. That's the two things actually.
Cool. One of the biggest mistake the early starters or the beginners are making at the moment.
Not making short-term plans, but long-term plans.
Excellent. That's good. One of the, if somebody is trying to tokenize their business, what's one thing they need to make sure that they take care of? I know they're going to do a lot of stuff, but what is the one thing you reckon they need to take care of?
Very importantly, they need to distinguish between a utility and the security token. They need to pick the utility function of the token. They have to.
Can you please repeat the answer because something happened with the network?
No worries. They have to distinguish between the utility token and the security token.
Excellent.
If
I know there's an issue going on between utility and security at the moment, right? Yeah, that's good. So what do you reckon? Let's talk about the future for CryptoSA as a business. Where are you guys heading in next 6 months to 1 year?
Next 6 months. So we actually have two arms of operation. So one is we provide due diligence, and then we do the market makings for the token issuers. So that's one part of the business. We are already working on a few projects. It's going quite well. So the future, we will connect with more exchange to provide our service, and then to connect with more token issuers, basically to do the market making for them. And then the other arm will be the investment arm. So we are actually gonna start a new crypto fund and aiming to raise about $20 million. So the campaign gonna start around mid of July. So that will be the more of a portfolio management, and then the ICO investment arm, basically just on making money.
So how can people get in touch with you and your business? Can you just very quickly tell the name and the business name and the URLs and the email addresses and everything?
Oh yeah, the URL will be CryptoSA, stand for South Australia.org. So you can find my contact details or the company contact details or visit us in the city.
Cool, excellent. So I'll put your URL and the business details under the podcast as well. So people who would like to get in touch. Do you have any more information about the the ICO you guys going to be doing in next few months? Or it's yet to be?
You mean to give the names or just briefly talk about the ICO?
Yeah. What's going to happen? Do you know the dates or you have everything sort of ready yet for people to start getting in touch with you or?
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. What I mean is you have a website ready for the the financial.
It's the same crypto. Yeah, same. Same
website. Okay, cool. That's good. So if somebody wants to get in touch or want to be part of that, they can just go to the website and be in touch with you guys. Excellent. That's good.
Correct.
Cool. Last but not the least, what's the outcome are you looking from this entire CryptoSA business? So what is the outcome or what is the one thing you want to get out of this business?
So more of so I'm from the background of creating a business and let it run, make it profitable, and move on, sort of a person. So so with CryptoSA, I think gonna stay in there for quite a long time. I believe, and the outcome really is for one to incubate a very new and exciting project. That's number one. And then the second is we'll be doing a secondary market trading, ICO investment, more of the investment part. So one is we want to contribute to the industry, and then second is we also want to make money.
Excellent. That's good. Look, thanks for your time, and really enjoyed speaking to you. I know you're in Sydney at the moment.
I actually just came back to Adelaide.
Oh, did you just come back?
Yeah, just
all
came
right.
back.
Okay. Good. Thanks for your time, brother, and good luck with your business and life.
Thank you.